Course of Love. I'm Teri Angel, here with my co-host Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And the beautiful Auntie Jean.
Welcome, everyone.
And Charlie Charman.
Hello and good evening, everyone.
We are so excited about this book that we're reading, and I know many of you are now ordering it and being able to participate in the conversation, ask questions, make comments. So we're so happy about that. And I'm going to ask Karen if you would like to lead us in a meditation to get us into our discussion.
Okay, so this is where we'll just close our eyes, taking some nice slow breaths. Just notice how when you start to take a nice slow breath, the home of truth appears to you in whatever form that feels good. Home to me feels just like softness. It feels like warmth and gentleness, almost like a hug. So let yourself just feel that. And we take this home of truth with us. It's not the home that we live in. That's a form. That's just a beautiful symbol of trusting that we are provided for in this world. And we are blessed to have a place to call our own. But this is a home I'd love for you to experience, just letting yourself drop in from the top of your head, where that beautiful crown chakra just opens up, and you remember and you recognize something feels familiar, and you know with certainty you've entered the one mind, the universal mind, the mind where everyone belongs, the web where everyone belongs. Let that beautiful energy open your mind. If there's anyone that you've closed your mind to, anyone in a political arena, anyone that you may have seen as somebody who you can't identify with and you can't agree with, just in this moment where everyone belongs, let's just have the experience of openness with a gentleness that is a strength that goes beyond our understanding, goes beyond our intellect, and welcomes us into that knowing we are one mind. Letting that drop into the one eye, seeing between the eyes so that we only see love. And we trust that. And we let that energy float down to our throat, where we only speak love. Our voice becomes the one voice. That one voice that speaks kindness, that speaks joyful, playful love. And now we're home, back into the heart of harmony, the home of truth. For me, when I feel like I'm back home, it's like I feel these French doors, these beautiful French doors flinging open, and seeing this beautiful sacred garden where all my loved ones and all the beings that have left their physical form are there and welcoming and showing me, I've never left you. We've never been apart. It's only been in your illusory figment of your imagination. Only when you withhold your love, only when you believe there's a lack of love, is there any way that we can experience anything missing. So here we are, home. Welcome, everybody. Welcome home to the home of truth, where we just enjoy each other and everyone's welcome. And we just have no differences and no duality and no distractions, no disappointments, no expectations, just love.
Yes, yes. And is that our Shoshona or is that somebody new? Good evening, whoever has just joined us on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Oh,
There's
Karen, that was so
Shosha.
beautiful.
There's a Sarah. Hi, Sarah. And it says Sosha. So I don't know if Shoshana left
Shoshana.
off a couple of letters or if that's a new person.
It might be her YouTube name too.
That
So
could be.
welcome, and let
Welcome.
us know.
Let us know if it's you, Shoshana.
We're discussing the book A Course of Love. If you all want to hold up your book so that those who may not know what we're doing here can see, this is what the discussion is about for about half an hour. And we're on chapter 7, I believe it is.
Oh, yay, it is Shoshana.
Yay! Hi,
Yes.
darling. Yeah, chapter 7 is called Withholding. And I believe it's one of the most beautiful chapters of the book, talking about, it's all about our perception, isn't it? It's how we're seeing things, how we're looking out at our perceived outside of us and that world that is the world of illusion. So let's talk about withholding. I highlighted so much. I still feel like I'm highlighting the whole chapter
Oh, book.
when I go through. And like Jean was saying before we went on the air, just feeling the need to go back over it again and again and reread because it is so potent. I'm going to pull it up on my phone because I have it on my computer, but I want to stay here with you guys and not jump off the screen. Okay, let me get this. Yeah, because this one sentence that I highlighted says, the world does not keep you separate. You keep yourself separate from the world. So that's all about our perception, how we see ourselves. Do we see ourselves standing apart from everyone else? Are we withholding that image of being in the oneness so that we can be unique, right? Be this person that we want everybody to see, hey, look at me. But it's really the oneness is where we're seen and heard and felt because we just know each other, right? So I'd love to hear your all's ideas about this chapter.
Well, when I first started reading it and it talked about withholding, I'm like, oh, what am I withholding? What are they talking about? I didn't have a concept of what they were talking about. But as I kept reading and reading, it's true. We have something. We feel like we don't want to let go of ourselves entirely. We want to keep something that makes us makes us us, that makes us different from everybody else. And even though you may think you've lived for years thinking, well, we're all the same, it's not true. We don't realize these things about ourselves until someone tells us that we're doing it, shows us, turns on that light. Um, it brought out in the very beginning chapter part, it brought out the fact that we all have something that we feel like we would never give that up. We would never do that, you know. And I like the way they said, one of the things, the way they explained it is, I will not sell my soul for that. I will not. The only thing I could think of for me would be that God is love, that God is wonderful, that God is there. Nothing. I don't see anything, torture, anything making me say that's not true. That there is a God and He is total love. That's what I feel. But who knows? A lot of this stuff, I think I would have never thought that I was doing, but once they talked about it, I said, I have done that. I have done that.
Mhm.
Especially, when I was a teacher, I was always upset because I would help the teachers out, and but they would get credit for whatever it was I did. Whatever I wrote up, whatever I made, and I would never say, well, this is mine, or you can't use it, or whatever. I just let them use it, and then they would get credit for it. And then I used to be upset about it. I used to be upset. Now I realize how unimportant that was, how stupid that was. That you know when you give yourself, when you open yourself, it's all the way, baby.
Mhm.
It's everything. So yeah. And the other thing that really, what is it about human beings that we have to, that's beings, I always make it sound like beings, but anyway, human beings, my kids kept saying, would write about free holies, and I didn't know what they were talking about because I would say beings instead of beings. But anyway, now I forgot what I was going to say. that
You're busy making bean
that
sounds.
we always categorize everything. We have to put everything into little blocks, into little, you know, all the animals have to be classified exactly right. Everything has to, and we do this. We say, well, they're over here and we're over here. We don't realize we're being separate, but we are being separate.
Right.
So, this is a magnificent chapter for helping people understand what separateness is and what joining and being together is. Yeah. Don't you think, Charlie?
Well, what the one chapter, the paragraph, whatever, is there. There are all but two forms of withholding: what you withhold of yourself from the world, and what you withhold for yourself from the world.
Hmm?
So, and then he went on, a grievance is something you have chosen for yourself, a piece of a relationship separated off and held in contempt and righteousness. You are unaware that you choose this form of withholding, sometimes dozens or even 100 times a day. An unreturned phone call, a bit of traffic, a harsh word spoken, and an unremembered errand. All can be resentments you hold to yourself and refuse to let go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did all of them probably today.
Mhm.
By the time you begin your day, you may even hold several of these in your mind. And there you build them into reasons for even further withholding.
Yeah, just like what Jean was saying. You
Yeah.
know, even though she gave permission, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, but wait a minute, that was mine. Mine, right? We're in this mine mentality, and it's ours, you know? That's one thing I loved from the teachings of Abraham, how it showed us that we're all equal. You know, if we can just get out of that, this is mine and that's yours, and you've got more than me, and because you've got more, then I can't have any more. You know, it's all part of that illusion of separation. And this one passage says this is the desire to be right or in control or to have more or be more. This is life based on comparison of illusion to illusion. So we have this grand illusion that, you know, we're little pieces and parts and we're not the same, and then we have this illusion that we're separate from all of that. So it's like crazy when you think about it. Like, can't we just let all of that go and be what we are, the being, right? The human being. Jean.
The human being, not the bean.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, what is it about? Is it just the United States or is it everyone that we seem to be so competitive? It seems like we're always competing. You know, you were
Yeah.
teasing me about saying, Pat got here before me. She always gets here before me. You know, why do we, and why do I? You know, I hadn't thought of it. But we have that idea that we're competing somehow. So ridiculous. It's because of the separation. If we realize that we're whole, hi Marlene, that we're one, what does it matter? We're one.
Mhm.
Everything that happens, everything that's done is done for everyone,
Right.
you know? And I didn't realize how very bad it was till I read this chapter. You know, I mean, I knew some of it, but you know, what I used it for is to look at myself. And I found a lot of stuff there that I really need to dig out and work on, get rid of it because it's not true. And I know it's true,
Yeah.
but I have to really accept it in my heart
Mhm.
that it's not true.
Yeah, that's the beauty of self-reflection. But going back to your initial remark of is it only the United States? I think we see it more because we're such an affluent country, because there is so much, and that sometimes can develop the attitude of competition, and especially when you have such a range of the ones that are wealthy and the ones that are in poverty in the same country. I think when you have the countries that don't have what we have, they don't know that they're missing something. So there's not that competition. It's like, oh, everybody has what they have, you know. But I think it's constantly in our face that there are those that are very affluent and there are those that don't have anything. So that's where when we see the lack, we see ourselves as in lack. That's when we start to go into the comparison and the competition. That's what I get anyway. Karen, any ideas on that?
Well, for me, I just feel like when we relax into the fact that we've been given everything, that all that we've been given are the gifts that we are open to receive, and then we want to share them, we don't withhold them. We want to share from a full perspective, Like remember I told you that second grader that he touched my heart so deeply when he said, I said, well, what does peace on earth look like to you? He goes, oh, that's easy. It's when everyone has more than enough and they want to share.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and that's the thing, when we realize that we already have more than enough and we want to share. And I think that is something that is what this chapter is all about to me, is, when we are withholding and holding something back, I need to keep this for myself. Well, that's just not having faith in trusting that there will always be more than enough, and I don't know how that comes to you. I don't know how that experience happens for someone. But for me, the way it happened was just letting go of all the things that I thought I needed, and all the things that were illusions to me of a false sense of security, to really fall into that knowing what absolute security is. And absolute security is when you know that you have been given these gifts and you're not going to trade them in, you're not going to substitute them for anything. And you want to just share them because it's an overabundance of them.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And you're all aware that I'm doing some training to be an international peace ambassador. And what we're talking about here is exactly what I'm learning about. It's called positive peace. Negative peace, you're focused on stopping the war, stopping conflict, you're pushing. But positive peace, you're helping people understand the oneness, helping us all understand that if we work together and we share our resources and we know that there's more than plenty on our earth for all of us, then we're not going into that arena of competition and comparison. We're just really getting into congratulating everybody for what we do have and celebrating the fact that we're here together, and let's make it work with what we've got, because we have enough. There's no need to fight over land. We have lots of land. So yeah, so this is positive peace, and that's what I thought of when I was reading through this chapter. It's like, quit withholding and just enjoy it. Just accept, align, allow, right, guys?
Relax.
I'm like,
just relax. That's the greatest thing, is when you just rest and trust and listen, you'll always have more than enough. And it really is as simple as that. And if you don't have enough and there is something that you need help with, then ask for help, ask for support, but always go within first, always search inside to see, what do you think is really missing, and if it's companionship, or if it's something that you think is missing, because you're not able, give that to somebody. Give that to somebody that you can volunteer to go to, a place where you're going to be in service, that you're going to be of help, instead of sitting around thinking, why am I all alone? Why have I ended up like this? How did this end up happening?
Right.
Yeah. When you have this overabundance of love within you, and you're sitting there thinking something's missing. It was like with me when Kaylee passed, feeling so sorry for myself and sitting around here and saying, well, I deserve to be upset. I knew, I deserve, I'm going to give myself this much time to be upset. And then I just looked at it and I saw how silly that was, when there's so many dogs that I could go and help and be a part of their life and share in their joy. And, the same thing with with anything. You can do that with a senior center. You can do that anywhere.
Yeah. Jean, you had a comment?
Well, I was just thinking that it's kind of hard to explain, but I think when you actually really do accept that you're part of everything, that you're part of everybody, everything, and God, your heart is just so expanded and so loving that you don't see anything as different than you. It's all you. So you want it all to be enjoyed the same way you are enjoyed. So there's nothing you don't think about. You just do it. You don't think about it. You don't think about what's in it for me or what, it's just natural that you would do it, like you would do it if your arm was hurting. You'd help yourself to not hurt. Your sister is hurting, you would help your sister to not hurt. I mean, it is the natural way. We have become so illusioned to believing in different things that we can't fall back into what is the natural way, what pure love is, pure giving is, and it's everything. It's everything.
It is.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, nothing to be
know.
sorry about.
Yeah, it's
Thank
just
you.
well, it's hard for me to explain,
Mm-hmm.
but
I know it's hard to put into words sometimes.
Yeah, just reading this chapter, and realizing all these things makes me I just feel so close to everybody, so caring for everybody,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I know. I love your loving heart.
I just love this book.
Yeah, me too. And I love Shoshana's comment. Excellent lesson. Withholding has been here since antiquity. Great discussion and hidden aspect of humanity's response to pain or fear. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it comes down to, isn't it? It's a response that we withhold. Like, oh, I've got to hold on to what I've got, and I can't let you see what I've got. So yeah, that's separation. All right, so I think it's time that we wrap this up and put on our other hats.
Oh.
So let's see, where did Christine go? There she is. Our beautiful Christine is joining us. Hi.
Does she have on her hat?
Yep. All right. So the hat we just put on is to do some chanting for change, for that change that we want to see out in the world. And our first chant is to break through the barriers and the illusions. And it is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Karen, would you explain how we do this, please?
So this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow. And then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in our heart so that we can experience freedom. Then we'll go into the second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om
Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
We declare that all illnesses, illusions, and allergies be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
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 Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
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 Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam
Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om Gam
Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Gam Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
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 Namaha.
Om
Om Ganapataye
Om Gam
Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Let's take a deep breath into our lungs and then release. Let go of everything. Feel that energy of freedom in our heart. When we release everything, that's an illusion. Everything that might look like it could be a barrier or an obstacle, it's all in our minds. The only thing that's real is love. And when we flow into that oneness energy, we realize this and we see that only love is real. And we begin to really accept each other and love on each other without comparison, without the contrast. And it lifts us up. It lifts us higher and higher to a higher dimension where we see those miracles floating right in front of us. And that's the next chant that we're going to do is the miracle chant or the chant of love, whatever you choose to call it. And it's Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So Karen, please tell us about this one.
Okay, this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. Then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us into the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Renge
Myoho
Renge
Kyo.
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
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 Renge
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 Kyo.
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 Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Nam
Kyo.
Nam
Renge
Nam
Myoho
Kyo.
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo. Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Nam
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Myoho
Renge
Kyo.
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Myoho
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Myoho
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Myoho
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
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 Myoho
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 Renge
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 Kyo.
Kyo.
Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo, Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge 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 Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
as we go back into our hearts, place your hand on your heart center. Wherever you're touching on your body brings your focus there. And this chant, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, took us into our heart center. It expanded out that love energy and dug deep to our core to help us see that we are love. We are created from love. That's our purpose for being here on earth, is to shine that beautiful light of love out into the world to connect us all to the field of oneness. So let's give honor and glory to our Creator for this. We do it by chanting Om 3 times slowly, and stay in your hearts while you're chanting that. Bring that energy straight from your heart to the divine, and then stay in your heart another moment to give it away to the world. So take a deep breath into your heart. Coming from the heart center, let's begin the chanting of Om. How beautiful. That really felt so warm and inviting and heartfelt tonight, because I know that we all are expressing from our heart, not our mouths. We're sending that love straight to the divine. Now just keep breathing into your heart, breathing in that love. And we're going to get ready to send it out together. When 2 or more are gathered with the same intention, it releases that energy in an exponential way, so that it's not just individual. We all join in our love together, and we send it forth into the world. We send it on assignment and say, go forth. Let the whole world feel this energy that we feel right now. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And when we release, just see yourself releasing that love like it's a little love balloon filled with helium, and up it goes, up, up, up into the world and out on assignment. And we don't hold on to it. Don't hold on to that string. Just let it go where it's going to go. Let it touch lives across the planet by this love that we've shared. May there be peace on earth, and may it begin inside of me. Om Shanti Shanti. Om peace. Peace. Sweet peace. And just relax and let any more love that's in there flow out into the world as we prepare to make a declaration that we do every night. Every night we declare about peace being in our world. And our beautiful Christine guides us down from counting into this so we can all say it together.
We declare.
Oops, I think she's muted. Chris, are you muted? We don't hear you, honey. We don't hear you at all, but you're not muted.
Move closer.
Aw.
Okay.
Is your speakers on? Are your speakers turned on?
Yeah, her mic is on, but we're not hearing her. Oh, she's going to go out and come back in. Let's see if we can hear you now, Chris. No. Can't hear you.
I don't know why.
She went away. Let's give it 1 minute and see if she'll come back and help us to get into this energy of making a declaration that we've been making for a few years now. This came out spontaneously from our group, and we just needed to express that this is what we feel every night when we do these chants. when we go into the
Hi,
energy of
Isabel.
Earth. Hi, Isabel. All right, I think I can hear Chris now. Let me get her on here.
Yes.
There we
Yay!
go.
All
I
right, sweetie.
We do this every night, people. We the friend and the peace of November. We were kind to the dog and the cat that was under the shelter. I feel really bad. 1, 2, 3. We the friend
We
We
declare
declare
that
That
there
there
is
is
There
peace
peace
is
on
on
earth,
earth,
peace on
and
and
earth,
we
we
and
declare
we
that
Yeah.
peace
declare
that
is
that
peace
peace
inside of
is
all.
inside of us.
inside of us.
So it is.
And
I
I choose to
choose
see
to
only
see
light
Only
only
and
love
light
love
and
and
only love.
love
forever.
forever and
ever and
ever.
ever and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Yes, yes, yes. It was a powerful chant tonight, as the
It
shaman
was.
says.
Yeah.
And we've been doing these powerful chants for 1,367 days now. Yes.
Yes.
1,367 as a group known as
Peace for peace.
The peace for
Peace
peace.
for
Yes, we're
peace.
peace for peace.
Did you ever notice how big your hands look on the? They look big. Yeah. Okay. Yes, we are peace, and we are so honored today because we have our shining pea, Shoshana or Shosha. Shosha. Did I say that correct, Shoshana?
So, Sean,
Well, her name is Shoshana. That's
Shoshana.
just her YouTube name, Auntie Jean.
Okay, Shoshana. Whatever, both of them are beautiful. And then we have our miracle pea, Marlene, who
Hello,
comes in every
Marlene
night.
from
Love you, Marlene.
Canada.
And then we're having our wonderful pure pea, Isabel, here with us tonight. I'm so glad you made it, hon. And we've got our songstress, our beautiful songstress pea, Karen. Our beautiful sweet pea, Chris.
Hello,
Our
everyone.
magnificent and charming Charlie P. And our Mama P. And Auntie Jean P. And I can't see if Her Majesty. She did. You're right behind the
I
light and
know.
the
I see
timer.
that.
But anyway, we have her here. And all together, all of us P's want to ask you a question. We are so grateful for you to be here and give us support and for all the love that you send out to our world and the wishes for peace. So we want to know, since they're peas and we're peas, wouldn't
you
you
like
Like
guys
To
to
be a
be
be
a
pea
like to be a pea
too.
too? We had someone named,
Sarah?
uh,
Sarah.
excuse me,
No, we had Sarah here today. So,
Sarah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if she's still here or not.
Well, if she's
I don't know if you're still
if
here,
she's
Sarah,
still
but
here, if
welcome.
she's still here, if she comes back, we'll give her a pea name.
We'll give her a
We'll give her a
pea
pea
name.
name.
We'll give you a beautiful pea name, Sarah.
And
Okay.
Isabel got her book today. That was why I was yay.
Oh, yay, Isabel. I'm so glad. Oh, I hope you come in
And
every
I
night.
shared it with Linda Lemieux, and she's getting the book too.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad. Such a wonderful book.
Yeah.
Thank you all for supporting us. We would ask for your support too in one other initiative, and that is at 1:11 p.m. Eastern Time every day. We do a meditation, and this meditation is wonderful. We unite with all of the peas and all of the lovers of peace from all over. And we meditate and send peace and love to the whole world, and especially to the world leaders, that we want peace and love in our world. That's all we want, peace and love.
Mm-hmm.
And along with that will come truth and everything else. So it's a beautiful experience. Please join us. The more, the merrier, as they say. And then from that initiative, we have some other beautiful things. And we're going to let Her Majesty tell us about that.
Thank you, Auntie
Queen of Peace.
Jean. And today we sent out little hearts all over the world. That was so fun to do the heart confetti today. So yes, we do have other initiatives. One is a healing circle, energy healing circle that will take place this coming Saturday at 1:30 Eastern Time. That's PM, not AM. I'll still be up, but I don't know if all of you will. Anyway, you have to sign up for it. So the website is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, 10millionforworldpeace.org, and come in and sign up. It's by donation, whatever amount you can give. We'll take whatever it is. We don't turn anybody away from energy healing. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for your support. We love you so much. Come back tomorrow. We'll do this again. We'll have more fun. Yay. And come in at 8 o'clock with us to discuss this powerful book, A Course of Love. We're all loving it. And I know you will too if you give it a chance. All right. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And we leave you with
Namaste.
y'all. Bye, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, and good night, Gracie, wherever you are. We
Good
love
night,
you
sweet
and miss
Gracie.
you.
Yeah, I think Gracie hopefully will be back in the States soon and we'll be able to have her back
Oh,
here.
good. Good.
All right. Good night.